Welcome. Thank you so much for having us today. So what I'll do really is just give a quick overview of what we do at RCSI, which is a University of Medicine and Health Sciences based in Dublin, which is the capital city of Ireland, just on the edge of Europe. And this will really sort of lay out the types of programs that we have available for students to take either for their PhD or for their master's degree. So we're reasonably unique in that we are a single faculty institution. We are only a health sciences institution. So all of the work that we do from a research perspective is informed by our clinical colleagues. So we have a number of teaching hospitals associated with the university, and the work that we do is clinical problems that are identified in those hospitals, and we try to translate those into new therapies and new interventions, all aimed at trying to improve outcomes for patients. So we have a singular focus just on healthcare. The university itself, while it's reasonably small, we've got about 4,500, just over 4,500 registered students. Because we're a single faculty institution, that makes us the biggest medical school in Ireland. We've got about 2,500 undergraduate students in medicine, pharmacy, and physiotherapy, with a new program in advanced pharmaceutics just started this year. We've got about 1,100 postgraduate students, and these are consisting of master's students, medical doctorate students, which is a slightly different degree that's offered primarily in the UK and Ireland. So this is a 2-year research degree that medical doctors can undertake, and then our PhD students. As our name suggests, RCSI stands for the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. We are the single centre for training all surgical trainees in the country. So we have about 500 or so surgical and medical postgraduate trainees at the university as well. We're a very international university. We have currently 4 overseas campuses as well as our main campus in Dublin, 2 in Malaysia, 1 in Bahrain, and 1 in Dubai. And we've just this year started a joint education institute in Suzhou, or with Suzhou University in Suzhou in China. So we have students from approximately 70 different countries represented across all of our campuses. And we have alumni in about 98 different countries around the world. Actually, it's probably closer to just over 100 now. And we remain ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. In Ireland, we've, over the last number of years, have held our position as the number 1 ranked research university. We generate a substantial amount of grant income from independent sources and have the highest citation rate in Ireland as well. This year we were voted by the Sunday Times Good University Guide as the University of the Year for student engagement. We've also been awarded a Best Green Campus Award and remain in the top 50 in the world for UN Sustainable Development Goal, good health and well-being. So we're a university that's existed since 1784, a well-established medical school, and a highly ranked research destination for medical research. Our field weighted citation index is double the world average, and this is the number 1 ranked institution in Ireland. So what do we do from a research perspective? But as a small institution, we've focused on things that we're good at. That doesn't mean that we don't do other research, but the central pillars of our research programs are focused on sort of 6 main themes. So we have a strong cancer research program. and that's part of a national research program called Precision Oncology Ireland. I myself, I'm a cancer biologist, so I'm one of the cancer researchers that are part of our cancer research program. We also have a strong program in neurological and psychiatric disorders. And again, this is part of, in fact, RCSI leads a national research centre in neurological and psychiatric disorders called Future Neuro. We have just actually founded a new School of Public Health, but we are also one of the founding members of the national PhD program in population health called Sphere. And this is a structured PhD program, 4 years, where students join the program, spend the first year learning research methods and developing what their research question will be, and then the final 3 years actually researching that. We're also have a very strong research program in biomaterials and regenerative medicine. This is led by our tissue engineering research group, which is also part of another major national centre in biomaterials and regenerative medicine called AMBER. So this is about €100 million investment in biomaterials development, and RCSI leads the regenerative medicine side of that. Obviously, based on our surgical heritage, we have a strong research background in surgical science and practice, and this very often interacts with the other research pillars. For example, our orthopedic surgical trainees, for example, will do a lot of work with our biomaterials and regenerative medicine group to use novel biomaterials in their surgical practice. And then finally, we also lead the Irish Centre for Vascular Biology, which is the main focus of our research in vascular biology and cardiovascular research. As I said, just because we have these 6 sort of key pillars to our research teams, our MD and PhD programs span all of these and a whole host of other additional topics. So, for example, we have our School of Physiotherapy runs a PhD program that can interact with all of these. We have strong research in respiratory medicine and critical care, endocrinology, nursing and midwifery, chemistry, pharmaceutical sciences, immunology, infection and inflammation. And also we have a very strong health professions education unit that can help conduct research in the delivery of healthcare education, and especially in the use of simulation in healthcare education. So at the School of Postgraduate Studies, where I'm the head of school, we look after all of our research students. So those that are on our PhD programs, our MD programs, our MSc programs, and our MCH programs. And everybody really undergoes exactly the same process. So the initial project that you would carry out for your PhD or your MSc is prepared in collaboration with your supervisor. This is reviewed by our academic review committee. This is a committee comprised of about 20 academics from across the university that all have very different backgrounds, so they can evaluate each project. Once that's approved, you're able to register on the PhD program. In year 1, we have a series of core modules. So these core modules are a sort of right at the very start. We do a postgraduate essentials model, which sets out start there. Everybody undertakes a research ethics and integrity module. Everybody also undertakes a critical analysis, writing and communication skills module, and also a biostatistics for researchers module as well. There are also a whole host of optional modules that are available to be taken, and this helps you to sort of build a research and training plan with your supervisor to identify what successfully attain your research degree. There's also key supports across the college with our career development and researcher development program. We have a data science center that can help in terms of designing your research. We have an Office of Research and Innovation that can help in terms of commercializing the work that you do as part of your research program. And then our Insights and Planning Office can help you maximize the impact of the work that you're actually doing. So we would expect most of our scholars to complete those core modules in the first year of their program. Every year, then there's an annual review where you write a short report detailing the work that you've done for the previous year. And we also do a sort of mini Viva practice presentation as part of that, where every student enrolled on each of their programs gets to present their work to 2 annual reviewers and receive feedback on that. Across year 2 and year 3, you can take the optional modules and continue with your research. Again, there's an annual report at the end of each year. And at the end of year 3, then you submit a thesis completion plan, nominate your reviewers, eventually at the end of year 4, submit, and then we hold an in-person or hybrid, actually, these days, is also available as an option, Viva Voce examination, after which you're finished. We do also offer this as a medical doctorate. The timelines for this are very similar to our MSc timeline. So it's a 2-year program. Again, everybody submits their project via the Academic Review Committee. They complete all of the same modules, but instead of annual reviews, we do 6 monthly reviews to make sure that everybody's progress is accurately monitored, and then exactly the same process of nominating examiners. All of our MDs and our MSCs also submit at the end of year 2. At the moment, our MDs actually do an oral Viva at the end of it, and our MSc students at the moment don't typically. About 10% of our MSc students would carry out an oral exam. Most are reviewed remotely. So in terms of potential MSc or MD or PhD programs, thematically, any medical, pharmacy or health sciences discipline, if that's what you're interested in doing your research degree in, RCSI has a program that you can join to do that. There is a minimum requirement in terms of English language. That's IELTS 6.5 or equivalent. Due to the pandemic, we've started to accept some other English language qualifications. So we do accept 110 or better on Duolingo as well. For admission onto the PhD program, you need to have an upper second class honours degree or equivalent, or already hold an MSc. For the MD program, you need to have a medical degree. Your supervisors can be in any thematic area. So if you see something that is of interest at the university, we can help connect you with supervisors. And actually, we can provide a link to a document that will guide you to different supervisors that are available within the college. The thesis that is written has to be obviously submitted in English, and there is an option if you want to stay on for an additional year to get a qualification in health professions education if you think that your future career may be as an academic in teaching healthcare. Okay, so that's just a very, very brief overview of what we do on our MD, PhD, and also MSc programs at RCSI. So if there are any questions, we can help you guide you in the right direction. Thanks very much.